Aloha, beautiful souls. Before I say anything else, look at who's joining us for this Cancer video. Little Miss Bella Bailey. She used to be in our videos all the time years ago. So that is my little girl over there, my little fur baby. Absolutely love and adore her. So welcome Tarot Ohana to Empress Moon Tarot 777. I am truly happy to have you here today. My name is Ocean. If you're brand new to my channel, up here we blend all things tarot, astrology, and spiritual in nature. Would hate for you to miss a future transmission. Be sure to hit that lovely subscribe button. If you've been with me for a while, or even if you've just been with me for a short period of time, you know how much I value your presence up here. Thank you so very much for being a treasured part of the soul family at Empress Moon Tarot. We are going to be doing a love reading for the sign of Cancer, Cancer Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Stellium. We are using our romance angels as well as our Tarot of Dreams. We have picked a winner for the one card tarot reading contest for the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Let's get rolling. For your romance angels, we have healing family issues. Okay. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Well, we may have a situation in which family doesn't approve of your relationship, or family may have interfered in some way. And so we see that there is a need to focus on resolving a family situation. Now, we have the Two of Cups, the Death card, Ten of Wands, Ace of Swords, the Star, the Palace of Cups, Ace of Coins, Two of Wands, Palace of Swords, and outcome is Nine of Coins. All right. Outcome is very much a single energy, just noting. You may be single as a Pringle, as we used to say. We used to have that saying up here back a few years back, being single as a Pringle. All right, my dear Cancers, you will be on this side. Your person will be on this side. As always, feel free to swap sides if you find that this side seems to be more your person, okay? The mutual challenge that I have for the two of you is the Palace of Swords, which indicates that the two of you may not be communicating, or the communication that you have may be superficial. It may be filled with fights. It may be filled with difficulties, or you just plain aren't talking right now. Since you have the Nine of Coins as your outcome, it's possible that the two of you are not in communication, Cancer, where you're like, I don't want to talk, leave me alone for a little bit. And it seems to be, Cancer, that the family situation is on your person's side, because we have the Death card as in their headspace. This is a need to heal past trauma, past wounds, childhood trauma, childhood wounds. And so we see that your person has been struggling, not knowing what to do about this family situation, about family drama, family difficulty, family struggles. We do see Heart of Hearts, though. There is this Ace of Swords. So they know that communication is going to be key to healing the relationship between the two of you. And that communication may be related to you. It may be related to their family dynamic. We see that with regards to actions, we have the Palace of Cups. They want to show you love. They want to experience love. They want to feel this sense of togetherness. And so that looks fantastic. On your side, your challenge is the Ace of Coins. Your challenge could be, starting something over with this person. And we see that you have this strong desire to connect on a romantic level with your person. You have this beautiful soulmate style energy, twin flame energy here, either or. But on a heart space level, you're feeling tired, you're feeling run down, you're feeling stressed out, very likely because of whatever this family situation is. And when it comes to actions you'd like to take, is you'd like to heal the relationship. So all that looks good. There's definitely a need for healing between the two of you as a result of a family situation. If you are married to each other, it's the family unit needs some healing. Now, I am seeing it is going to be possible to get past that. In the short term, the outcome is the 9 of coins. This is a single energy. This is a focusing on yourself, focusing on the things that make you happy. But in the long run, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing overthinking on both sides, like overthinking like crazy. But then I see the enlightenment, the epiphany on how this relationship can successfully move forward. I see happiness. I see mutual admiration, mutual encouragement, mutual connection. And so this is looking really, really positive for successful union between you and your person, Cancer. But there definitely appears to be some sort of family dynamic that is causing a sense of difficulty when it comes to communication between you and your loved one. So that is looking a little bit on the rough side, Cancer. Definitely a family situation that needs resolving. All right, my darling Cancers, let's see who the winner of our 1-card tarot reading is. Let me pause our video while I pull that up, and I'll be right back with you. Now, this is a really exciting winner. I'm super excited about this one. Trap Therapy Tarot. It says, "That's my father, Willie Edwards. I have chaos all around me now. Love you, Dad." There was in the last Cancer video that, and I'm getting strong chills right now after reading that. In the last Cancer video, there was a passed on loved one who presented themselves in the video. And Trap Therapy Tarot, absolutely 100%. Yes, it was, because I'm getting massive chills having read your comment. So love, 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 love that. But for those of you that don't know, you know, I have a strong connection to people who've passed on. Sometimes they show up during our readings, sometimes they don't. But when they do, it always feels a little bit magical. And so Trap Therapy, his dad showed up in the last video and just wanted to let them know that they were there because they understood that their child was going through a very traumatic time. So beautiful, beautiful energy. Absolutely love that. And let's see what 1-card tarot reading they want you to have now. This is really, really awesome. All right, let's see. Spirit, what message do you have? I'm using the Marchetti deck. This is a deck created by Ciro Marchetti, but it is specifically called the Marchetti Tarot. So a lot of people mistake other Marchetti decks as being the Marchetti Tarot, and it's not. This one particularly is. We've used this one on the channel for years. Okay. What message do you have for Trap Therapy Tarot? Okay, well, the one that came out is a little bit on the rough side. It's the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords, as you very likely know, the 9 of Swords is a card where the fears and worries and the regrets and difficulties of the past tend to plague us. They cause a sense of lost sleep. They cause a sense of anxiety, a sense of struggle. And in this particular deck, we see that this person is sort of hiding behind all of these swords and hiding behind all of the fears and the worries, because they're not really too sure what looms and lingers around each corner. So it's possible you may be dealing with some generalized anxiety right now, or you might be dealing with a strong fear of what is to come, right? Like what is not there, but what is to come. With this particular card, there is that strong focus on the fact that there is something unseen, unknown to you in the present moment that could cause you harm. So that could be emotional harm, spiritual harm, financial harm. And the fears and the worries while we see them in this particular deck, they're not always founded, right? Sometimes those fears and worries are just things that we have struggle letting go of and moving past. So I'm going to show you a couple other Nine of Swords. So let's take a look at those real quick, okay? This is my personal deck, the Legendary Mystic Tarot that I created. And because of your YouTube name, it's possible you may read tarot. I don't know. If you do, that's fantastic. Let me show you what I did in this particular deck because it may be of importance. If I can get to it. Didn't we have it out recently? I think we had this card out recently for somebody else who got the Nine of Swords. There it is. Now, when I created this deck, one thing I wanted the Nine of Swords in this particular deck to display was a couple things. Number one, the sense of solitude, right? Because here she is. She's just gotten through a really, really rough battle. And so you may have gone through, we know you've had chaos all around you. You indicated that. And so here she is. She's gone through a really rough battle, chaos all around her as well, but she's come out on top of that battle. And that's important to note in this particular deck, right? And so I indicated that in the imagery here. She's sitting there with her sword. She is at the ready for the next battle, the next thing that's going to ensue, that's going to come her way. But she sits here along the fireside, which we often see, this essence of sitting around the fire pit, sitting around the fire as being a way of releasing the worries, releasing the struggles, kind of taking a pause, taking a break after some sort of difficulty. So maybe there's a need to take that break. Now, if you notice these figures in the background here, these are the regrets of her fallen comrades, right? So it's the regrets of those that she has lost and she has left behind. Those that have left her, the feelings of loss, loneliness, and solitude as the ones who have left her behind. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean people that have passed on. It could be, in this case, your dad, right? It could be that energy of your dad lingering around you. But it could also be the energy of lost loves or, friends that have fallen by the wayside over the years and things of that nature, where maybe you feel this yearning to connect with somebody from the past. So we also see that here as well. And the fears and the worries that come from feeling as if it's you against the world without anybody there by your side, but yet they literally are still by your side. So the ones that have passed are still by your side, protecting you. The very message that your father brought in the last video, right? So they're still there. They're still protecting you and guiding you. Now, one of the things I did in this particular deck is I included the Golden Dawn naming of each card. So yes, this card is also known as the Nine of Swords in our modern day tarot. But in the Golden Dawn tarot, it was known as the Lord of Despair and Cruelty, indicating that you've been through a really, really difficult time, but that you've come out above that difficult time. Even though it might not feel it in the moment, you've come out above that difficult time, or you are about to. Now, the other thing I noted in here is I wanted to note a timing associated with this card, as well as the zodiac sign that was over this card by the deacon of the zodiac sign. So this particular zodiac sign and this deacon, this time period within the calendar year, could point you to either yourself or somebody else that you know, or could point you to a period of time where you may have seen change or you may have gone through this difficulty. And it also associates with, a coming time in the future. And this particular card is ruled by Gemini, second deacon, which is specifically ruled by the planet Mars. So Mars is our planet of action, and our planet of action is indicating that there may be some sort of action that needs to be taken on an intellectual level or on a verbal level, because Mars is ruled by Aries, which is taking action, right? And Gemini is, about the thought and the mind because they're an air sign. So they are intellectually stimulated by communication. They are, thought and action occur here first. So it's possible that to rid yourself of this anxious energy, or to rid yourself of this feeling that it's you against the world, this feeling of solitude, there may need to be some sort of communication, some sort of action you take with regards to either searching out wisdom online, because Gemini does rule that realm as well. So seeking out wisdom online, which is the third house, which is what Gemini rules over. It's also Mercury is associated with the third house. So seeking out wisdom online, or communicating with someone or a group of people in order to gain some sort of insight on how to overcome that chaos and struggle that you've been through. So, my dear, that's what I have for you. Very long one card reading. Hopefully it was of help to you. To all of you here right now, I'd like to say thank you so very much for watching our Gemini video. Or did I say Gemini video? Cancer video. Cancer video. Cancer video. I was stuck on Gemini because of the card. Our Cancer video for today. Thank you so very much for tuning in. Be sure to comment down below if you'd like to be included in the drawing for a one-card tarot reading on our next Cancer video, which will be on Wednesday, and I'll be Thursday, and I'll be recording on Wednesday. So be sure to comment between now and Wednesday. All right, my darlings, love and light to you. If you need a personal tarot, rune, or astrology reading, you know what to do. Visit oceanmoonflower.com. And I'll see you on our next reading. Mahalo nui loa, love and light, kiss, kiss, and ta-ta for now.